Hey everybody, this is Andrew for AndroidCentral.com, and tonight we're going to take a quick look at the Dell Venue. If you recall, this is a phone we first met back at CES in January, and we've been waiting for its release on a major US carrier ever since. And we are still going to wait because this is only available unlocked. You can buy it directly from Dell for $499, but you are not going to find this subsidized on any carrier here in the United States. It is a quad-band GSM device, which means that you can use it on AT&T or T-Mobile, but only their 3G network. It is not a full 4G phone. We'll have more on that in the full review. So taking a quick look at the box here, it's a pretty standard box. On the back you will see what is included inside the phone itself: the lithium-ion battery, 16 gigabyte micro SD card, which is always great, a wall USB charger, and a stereo headset with microphone. They are few and far between. The last few devices I purchased do not include headset, so that's pretty cool, always refreshing to see. If we take a quick look at the phone here, it is a nice looking phone, I'm not going to lie. It's got this chrome bezel around it that makes it really stand out. Dell put a lot of thought into this phone. It is certainly an attractive device. You can see it has a 4.1 inch diagonal screen, which is just a hair smaller than the 4.3 inch devices we've seen from HTC and Motorola and Samsung lately, but it is by no means small. This feels great. It is definitely not a tiny device. But let's put it up to the Droid X and see that it is certainly not 4.3 inches. It's a little shorter than the Droid X, and the screen on the Droid X is just a hair bigger. Width-wise, it's about as thin as the Droid X, maybe a little bit thicker. One thing to remember with this Dell Venue, it is not a light device. It has got some weight to it. It is a 5.8 ounce device, which puts it right in line with my HTC Thunderbolt, the big mama on the market right now. So you will definitely feel it when you hold it. So let's get it booted up. On top you'll see the power button, which I'll press right now to get that boot started. The headset jack. On the side you've got this nifty little rocker that puts it from silent to normal sound profile. That's pretty cool. Over here you have the volume buttons, and down here is where you have the charger on the bottom. Unique placement, interesting, but we'll see how that works out. Pretty interesting. And that's also where the speakers are located. On the back you'll see an 8 megapixel camera with flash, and if you slide the battery door off, we can see a standard lithium-ion battery, micro SD slot, and a SIM card slot. So you can put your own SIM card in there and use it on the network of your choice. And there we go, it's booted up. So let's unlock. One thing you might notice with this unlock screen, it looks pretty vanilla. This phone is running Froyo 2.2. And at first glance it looks like it might be a vanilla Froyo device, but once you get it unlocked, which is being a little temperamental here, let's try it again, unlocked. You will see that Dell has outfitted it with a skin. Now, it's not as obtrusive as Motorola's Moto Blur, and it's not as obvious as HTC Sense, because it does have some elements of vanilla Froyo, like the dock down here. But you will see a few widgets that are definitely Dell software. This touchscreen is acting up for me right now. But right here you'll see Dell's Stage software. This is the same software it uses on its computers, and it puts all of your videos, your photos, your music in one place that you can quickly get to them. Over here we have a social widget where you can add your Facebook, Twitter, and some other accounts. And here on the home screen is a recent app, almost like a dock. It's got the weather up top here. but it is definitely a Dell flavored skin that we have here. These are your most recent apps, and I've done no customization. This is straight out of the box what you're going to find. Over here, you have contact widget, and here you have your email, a nice little email widget. So going back to the home screen, if you open up the app drawer, pretty straightforward. What we got is, we see what we got here. Let me refocus my camera here so you'll see. Doesn't go up and down, goes side to side. Very, dare I say, iPhone-esque. Very also TouchWiz-esque, but definitely not a vanilla Froyo experience. Let me say that again. That's not what you're going to find here. So going home, let's see what I want to do here. Let me bring up the About page so you can see that it is running Froyo. Status. That's not where I wanted to go. Sorry about that. It's right here. Android version 2.2. That is Froyo. Dell Venue. That's about all to see here. Going back, everything is pretty Froyo. I'm sure you've all seen Froyo and you know how it works, and that's what you're going to find here. It's not gingerbread yet, and no word on if Dell will upgrade this to gingerbread. But going through the apps, you've got your standard Android apps. You've got some pre-installed apps here, which I found interesting. You've got Quick Office. You've got TuneIn Radio. Interesting choice. Let me bring this closer. I cannot get it in focus. You've got TuneIn Radio here. You've got Twitter, YouTube, the usual suspects. You've also got Personal Assistant here up at the top, page one's Personal Assistant. That's not what I wanted to do. Personal Assistant here. Interesting pre-installed app, but we won't complain because we like that app. But there you have it. That's a simple walkthrough of the Dell Venue. I'm going to be spending the next week or so with it, and I'll have a detailed review for you coming up in the very near future. I'm going to put it through its paces. I'm going to see if this little touchscreen bug goes away anytime soon. I hope so. But yeah, I'll put it through its paces, and I'll get you guys a nice in-depth review. See if it's worth your money. One thing I should mention that I failed to before, I should have mentioned this right out of the box, is the insides. The insides. So we've got a first generation Snapdragon 1 gigahertz processor, which is by no means a slouch. But it is certainly not a dual core. And nothing on this phone is really the top of the line. We have no front facing camera. Bummer. Big time bummer. And, the camera is 8 megapixels. We've got 512 megabytes of RAM. So it is by no means a slouch, but it is certainly not top of the line. No 4G, no next generation processor. So this isn't the best phone money can buy. But that says nothing about its performance, as we're going to look into over the next few days. So if you want to check back here for the full review, it will be coming soon. Check out some pictures in the galleries. I'll try to get those up, and I look forward to putting this nice little Dell Venue through its paces. So until then, enjoy our initial hands-on, and we'll see you soon.